One of the things I hate most about life is that temptation. One of my greatest temptations is in the area of money. I've always struggled with money. When I was a kid, I struggled with stealing, and as an adult, I still struggle with giving away, hoarding my money, those types of things. I have a great temptation in that area, and I have to watch it every day. We all struggle with something. I don't know what your temptation is, but there's something in your life that if we let it, it will give way and birth sin. And so, I look at David's life and I see such a great picture of this. He was on a rooftop, maybe where he shouldn't have been, and he saw a beautiful naked woman. Okay, not only did he see her, then he inquired about her. Not only did he inquire about her, but he invited her over. And then not only did he invite her over for coffee, he invited her over and ended up sleeping with her. You see, there's a process from turning temptation into actual sin. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's not just a one-step process. And so I want us to walk through those steps one more time. You see, with all sin, we see it, we ask about it, we get closer to it, and then we actually do it. And that is where the sin or the temptation actually turns into sin. So my question to you is, where are you at? Are you someplace where you're seeing something that you shouldn't be seeing? Are you asking and inquiring about certain things? Maybe it's about pornography. Maybe it's about another man's wife. Maybe it's about drugs. Maybe it's about money. Maybe it's about whatever it is. But are you asking about something and getting more information about something that you shouldn't be? Are you getting closer to it, taking steps and getting closer to that person in a proximity and closer to stealing, closer to drugs than you should be? And are you actually doing it? Are you actually crossing over that line from temptation into sin? And wherever you're at in that process, I would ask that you would step back, realize where you're at, and seek wise counsel for wherever you're at. Now, if you're seeing it, it's a whole lot better than actually doing it. But no matter where we're at in the process, whether it's still temptation or if it's actually turned into sin, God's power, He has given to us, and we can take a step back. We can go back from actually sinning. We can go back to just being close proximity. And then we can take another step back to where we're just in the phase of maybe we're thinking through things. And then we can go one step back to where we're just seeing it. And then we can go one step further to where it's eliminated from our lives. And it's a process, but God can walk us through it, and He can take it and He can stop our temptation from becoming sin, and He can take our sin and totally remove it to where we don't even have temptation any longer. But you have to be willing to recognize the temptation in your life, admit where you're at, and then be willing to take the steps to stop it. Don't let temptation become full-blown sin in your life. Stop it where it's at, and then ask God to remove it completely.